as some of you may know, we are doing a top 5 karaoke list. We're going to have a tournament online on Instagram, but we are on location here with Sherman Ledford of Quest and Geno Powerlifting of everywhere.
Everywhere.
Geno Powerlifting.
Yeah. And we're going to get their top 5 karaoke song list to kind of use as the measuring stick for everybody else. So, which of you guys want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. Your top 5. Oh, I forgot. So the rules, it has to be a song that you have sang karaoke.
Right.
That you would sing karaoke.
Okay.
Or that you have sang in the shower or in the car or something like that.
All right, and I'd like to add one more category if I can.
Sure.
If I've sang that song live on stage with a live rock and roll band. Okay, that's the other category I want to add. Because my hobby, it's a hobby of mine. You know, when I'm not doing powerlifting, it doesn't give me a lot of downtime. And I love getting into town at a local beer and shot joint, bar and grill, and hooking up with some of my friends who play, you know, cover songs, rock and roll cover songs. And I've gone on stage and done a few songs with them. And the hard part is that when you're singing live, you better know the lyrics and you better know the timing. You know, you don't need to worry about that in karaoke. It's right there in front of you. But you better have those two things down, or otherwise you come across and looking and sounding like a real idiot up there.
This man sounds legit.
All right. Well, we'll allow it. The additional category.
All right. And I'm not 5 to 1 or 1 to 5. I'm going to give them to you in no particular order, okay? A couple of the songs that I have sang live on stage, which I love to sing in karaoke, especially when I was in Japan for Bench Worlds. I did a few of these songs at the the Japanese love their karaoke.
They don't play.
And the first one would be Sherman. You may know some of these were from the same era, probably. A song called "Can't Explain" from The Who. There's another song I like to do called "Sympathy for the Devil" from the Rolling Stones. And then to bring it up to a little bit more current times, there's a song called "Are You Gonna Be My Girl" from Jet. I'm not sure when that came out, maybe late 90s. And then there's a song called "Lit Up" from Buck Cherry. Do you all know that song?
I know that song.
And yes, I'm all lit up again.
I am.
Anyway, you know that one.
I love
I am very impressed that he knows that, especially for a guy that loves Billie Jean.
Nothing. Hey,
Nothing wrong with that.
Tread lightly.
And my number 5 would be any song from U2. As I've told Sherman, I'm a big U2 fan, and if I had to name a couple, I'd like to get up there and try. I've sang in the shower, I guess, Where the Streets Have No Name or Ultraviolet. I've sang them, in the car on my way to the next powerlifting competition. So, but those I would love to get out there and sing karaoke at any state, any country, any bar on the planet. I'm always willing to do some U2. So that kind of wraps up my 5, and I will defer now to you or Sherman.
All right, that's a good list. Sherman, what do you got?
That is good. I'm gonna probably have to go towards the baritone kind of guys. That's kind of where I think I fit in. Johnny Cash, "Ring of Fire." That's a solid song, man.
That's a solid song.
Really, really like that.
You sang that at karaoke at my house one time.
Yep, and I really enjoy that song. That song has been around forever, and it's an awesome song. The Outlaws, "Ghost Riders in the Sky." That's another one that I really like. "Burning Sky" by Bad Company. If you guys don't know who Paul Rogers is, that's somebody that you need to know, because that's a bad man.
Fabulous.
That dude was awesome. So probably another one I probably sang around the house. Probably my wife seems to like it. "Can't Help Falling in Love with You" by Elvis. That's another good one.
The King himself.
The King. And then Lou Rawls, "You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine."
Oh, yeah.
He gets whatever he wants from the wife, a special cooked meal, whatever he wants when he sings those romantic songs to his wife, I'm sure. And by the way, the Outlaws, I did see them live, too. "Greengrass and High Tides Forever," right? Isn't that a song they do?
I think so.
Yeah. Excellent group, the Outlaws.
Yes, absolutely. They've been around have been around a long time. Those guys could do it.
Yeah. They did the 20-minute version of Green Grass and High Tides Forever when I saw them.
Yeah.
A lot of guitar solos in that song.
I'm gonna tell you, those guys back in the day, they were pretty badass. I actually saw them in college 100 years ago.
Wow.
It was freaking awesome. Actually, the Ghost Riders in the Sky, they had just kind of recorded that right before they came to my school, and man, that was a dream, man. It was badass.
That's awesome. All right, those are both good lists. So basically, when we do our voting, we're going to be using these as what we compare your lists to. So hopefully they're at least comparable a little bit.
I think he's got me a little bit because he's got some real classics that transcend time, space, and culture. He's got some.
It's a pretty
real
diverse list.
classics.
It's a good list.
I have a very eclectic list, but he's got some real classics in there that are never going to get old. As I had mentioned earlier to Sherman, the Ghost Riders has been copied by who else out there?
Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Outlaws, Spiderbait.
Right.
So
every time somebody covers it goes top 10.
Even in the Blues Brothers 2.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It'll go top 10 on the Billboard charts.
It was
Josh.
awesome.
Right behind Billie Jean.
It's not mine. Get out of here.
You know, I'm just kidding you about that, Josh.
I think you are, but I'm not 100% sure that there's not some seriousness.
Hey, look, if you're in charge of editing, I don't want to get on your bad side.
That's a good point. All right, Sherman, any arguments for why your list is better than Geno's?
Man, I just some of the things that Geno's got. I mean, he's kind of in his own zone and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people just have preference on what they feel good about singing and what they feel good about what they can bring to the song. So, and if one's better than the other, I think it always depends on the person.
And if I could jump in, I just thought of another one that I sang quite often live and at karaoke. It's a song from The Doors called Roadhouse Blues.
Oh, that's a good one.
Keep your eye on the road, your hands upon the wheel.
I know that one. The Doors, fun fact, The Doors were my favorite band through most of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I did not know that about you.
It was a split between The Doors and Kiss.
Really?
Yeah.
Josh has got an old soul.
That's true.
Doesn't he? And, and I also used to do L.A. Woman, too.
L.A. Woman.
Been in the town about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Look around, see where the wind blows. That's Josh. How about Touch Me? I've sang Touch Me too in karaoke. Come on, now
touch me, baby.
Can't you see I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Uh-oh, they're going to say don't quit your day job, aren't they?
Well, all right, we'll stop it here before everybody tunes out. But those are good lists, fellas. We're going to start the voting in a couple weeks, and I appreciate the in-person list.
Absolutely.
Sherman, always good to see you, sir.
Brother, always a pleasure.
Awesome. Later.
A lot of fun.